everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and the dust may be settling for the upcoming trading week, coming off the heels of just an absolutely wild trading week last week. Of course, with Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Meta all reporting earnings and causing chaos for our markets. For those of you who are day traders, man, what tremendous opportunity. Now, will we get amazing news and movers like last week? Well, probably not as heavy-hitting pieces, although I do have one piece, which is guaranteed to be a bigger market mover for everything. Let's dive into our earnings calendar, shall we? And get this show on the road. Now, again, most of the major stuff is out of the way. Our Magnificent Seven is pretty much done except for NVIDIA, which comes up in a couple of weeks. We have 1,781 companies reporting this week. And on Monday, we start ththings off with Palantir. You got Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Ford, Diamondback Energy, and Tyson Foods. Tuesday brings you AMD, Arista Networks, Duke Energy, and Marriott. Wednesday brings you Novo Novartis, Uber, Disney, ARM, DoorDash, Fortinet, and Carvana, which has been one of the most wild-looking charts I've seen in quite some time. Thursday, a big day as well. You've got Shopify, Anheuser-Busch or AB InBev, ConocoPhillips, Cheniere Energy, Coinbase, and Cloudflare. And on Friday, we have Honda Motors. Why is that important? Well, because of tariffs. All the tariff stuff that's going on around the world could create more and more problems for these major multinational corporations, particularly those out of Japan or China or Mexico or Canada. Now, last week, we had Apple come out and say they may take a $900 million hit just because of these tariffs. We'll see how it holds up here for Honda. Now, diving into some of the bigger stuff, central bank is going to take the center stage this week. That's the most important part. Tremendous volatility ahead. And what do we have to look forward to? Well, we have an FOMC rate statement that's going to happen Wednesday, as usual, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, what's the Fed going to do? Right now, there's about a 99% chance that they're going to keep it right where it is at 4.5%. Hold. I feel like it's Braveheart right now. Just hold the line. Of course, President Trump is pushing Jerome Powell aggressively to get that reduced and cut those rates as much as possible. And let's be honest, some of the most recent data, including the inflation number with the core PCE price index that came out last Thursday, showing inflation declining significantly. You had Friday's unemployment number showing unemployment staying relatively constant, and you had GDP declining. All three of those really do tell the Fed that they should be cutting rates, but I think Jerome Powell will do the prudent thing here and just wait one more meeting to see how it all shapes up. Anyway, that's the most exciting stuff right there, is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. But there's more. It dives deeper, not just in the statement, it's also what happens at the press conference. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Jerome Powell. All eyes will be on the FOMC press conference. I will be watching that one live as well, as I always do. That's at 2:30 on Wednesday, 30 minutes after the rate announcement. But we're not done. We have another rate announcement happening. This is for the Bank of England. They are coming out with a rate statement Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you trading the British pound, this is going to be important. And why? Well, they are currently at 4.5%, and expectations are they're going to be dropping to 4.25%. Oh boy, the race to the bottom. How quickly can they cut their rates? Again, 4.25% is their target, and the pound has been pretty volatile lately. But again, it'll come out with the bank rate votes. This is something that's a little bit different than what we do in the United States. The MPC bank rate votes will tell you who voted to raise, lower, or stay the same, so you can get a feeling as to what all the voting members felt over there in England. So that is your major stuff happening for the upcoming trading week. Of course, earnings taking center stage, and really the main keynote speaker here will be Jerome Powell on Wednesday with that FOMC statement. That, my friends, is your Monday Morning Must Knows. We will see you next week.